Well, now another vehicle that police need your help to find. This beige 1998 Mazda Protege with Washington license plate BGY 9857. Seattle police says the driver ran over a man in the crosswalk in Beacon Hill, a hit and run that almost killed him. In fact, the victim is still in the hospital more than 3 months later.
The suspect vehicle goes around, accelerates on the right side of all the vehicles stopped, blows the red light, goes through a crosswalk and strikes a 63-year-old victim.
Well, that pedestrian is Terry Johnson, and he's at Harborview Medical Center after that traumatic brain injury and multiple fractures that came from the collision. He's constantly fighting respiratory infections, and his family says some days he's lucid, many days, though, he's not. They say it's been a horrible roller coaster that they just want to stop. And while Terry slowly recovers, this time-lapse video shows how a community group called Beacon Hill Safe Streets is urging the city to make the intersection where Terry was hit and all the crosswalks safer for pedestrians and bikers. Co-chair Robert Getch says the Seattle Department of Transportation has offered to paint the right lane red where Terry was hit. But his group says not so fast.
They were trying to say they'll paint it red for a few feet to tell people that they were supposed to turn right instead of going straight. You know, and I think that's a nice thing to do, but I'm not really sure that if someone is running a red light and speeding through that intersection, that putting a little red paint is gonna make the difference. And so we politely asked them to go ahead and stop for a moment as we try to organize the community to find out what they think would actually make it safe.
And so if you have some ideas or you want to get involved, you can find Beacon Hill Safe Streets on Facebook or on Twitter. Meanwhile, the driver who hit Terry is still out there. Detectives know who he is, but they need your help to find the car so they can give the King County prosecutor the strongest case possible and get him off the streets.
He hit my uncle at like 50 miles an hour running a red light.
Behind the flashing police lights and the yellow crime scene tape is the crosswalk at 12th Avenue South in Seattle that Terry Johnson was using when a driver ran him down on Sunday, March 11th.
He had some facial fractures. They had to pull some of his teeth.
A couple of times, they didn't think Terry would make it. Now, this free spirit and member of the Tlingit tribe, who spends his time volunteering at the Seattle Indian Center Men's Shelter, may never be the same. He's opened his eyes, but the recovery is slow.
They're kind of blank stares when you're in there, and he's not really like looking at anything. It's like he's looking through you.
It's heartbreaking because this is a man who found so much joy in life.
He's a free spirit. He likes to hang out, go to powwows, listen to music, make friends.
3 passengers who were in the Mazda Protege that hit Terry actually came forward, and detectives know who the driver is. We can't name him until he's charged with a crime, and police need the car to do that.
We don't know where the vehicle is. He's hitting it out. Maybe he's taken to a repair shop.
The case hinders on locating that Mazda. Terry's family is okay with that. They want the strongest charges possible to get justice for a man who was just walking home.
It's scary knowing that somebody is out there driving around and doesn't even care if they hurt somebody.
So take a close look at this Mazda Protege. It's a 1998 beige in color. It's similar to one of these you see in the photo. These are not the exact vehicle. Has license plate BGY 9857. So you spot that car or you know where he hit it. It's probably somewhere with a tarp over it. Please get that information to Seattle Police. You can call 911 or Crime Stoppers of Puget Sound, or use the P3 Tips app on your smartphone. It's free to download. Make sure you have that. You can report pictures, information, anything on any felony crime. Now, if you can solve this case, you're going to get a $1,000 cash reward.